I don't want to set the world on fire. I
Please
just
welcome
want
Tom
to start
Dummey.
a flame in your heart.
I'm here, and your
In
white
my
privilege is
heart,
looking
I
to
have
save you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of the Dog and Chicken Show. Currently, the Chicken Show. Dog coming later, and of course, Phil, the king of punctuality himself. Just text me, ladies, hold on. He just got out of the shower and is drying himself off. You feel that? I do. Free shot for being late. I do like that rule. Yeah, I think Tony and Phil should both get an extra free shot just for being late. Man, that's a we just make up rules as we go. Lesto instantly wet. It's a little disturbing, but funny all at the same time. We've been gone for a little while. We had some 90s episodes. I do have some 90s stuff we didn't get to last week that I want to open the show with as we're waiting for the boys. If you missed the other ones, go back. It's 90s nostalgia. But I was looking through news stories for tonight, and I saw like 3 Britney Spears articles. I'm like, how does this bitch keep getting in the news? And then I went to Facebook, and you know how your phone talks to it, listens to everything that's going on, pays attention to everything you click on. All of a sudden, I got this video of Britney Spears dancing. Now, I'm pretty online, and I pay attention to a lot of shit. I didn't know she was still doing stuff. If you call this doing stuff. And then I did it without music. Now, it's one thing, it's bad with music. And of course, we're not going to play the music because of copyright strike. However, when you watch her videos on her Twitter page with no music, holy shit, this is so fucking fun to watch. I don't know how I have not been paying much attention to this woman. This is fantastic. Now, this is probably one of her better dances. I guess you could call it dancing. Now, imagine this isn't Britney Spears. This is just some blonde chick that walks up to you in a bar. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Now it's like smash or pass. Well, of course it's still a smash, but it's like, God, I can't tell anybody. Like, this bitch looks crazy. Okay, so there's that one. And now we're outside. They don't get better, guys. This gets kind of weird pretty quick. She's like doing these weird choreography dances. Again, with music, still not good. All right. This one you're going to think is supposed to be really hot, but it gets kind of rough. I hope you guys are finding this as funny as I am. I kind of like, she keeps spinning around like that. I'm like, is she gonna pee? Like, And then this one's creepy as shit. At first, again, like, and there's something about, like, maybe it's her age. Her hips just don't line up with the rest of her body the way it used to. Like, it just seems awkward when she, like, tries to walk in a circle. Like, trying not to make fun of the girl, like, for her age and as crazy of a life and weird shit that she's gone through. Like, I'll show some sympathies. But why are we trying so hard still? Sorry, I'm like flipping through the other screen. If you got comments rolling, I haven't been watching them. And then this one, this just made me sad. You get AOC to spin like that. So I can't play her music, but I figure out, like, I could throw her own mix, and if she can dance to any of our mixes. I don't know if any of them are going to work quite right. That's just Britney Spears contact dancing. Yeah, it doesn't work. Anyway, yeah, I've been having way too much fun with all of that. All right, I gotta kill that music. I got one fucking fly just flying around my head, pissing me off. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the last hour. I was like, oh my God, Britney Spears, she's hot. And I was like, just started laughing hysterically, sitting outside trying to think about what we're going to talk about tonight. But tonight, because she needed the money, it's smashed with a couple rubbers. Yeah, I'm Britney Bish. Yeah, she's still Britney. Double bag it. Is that a thing still? Like, I know we talked about that. Get OC to spin like that. AOC had that dance video. That was kind of hot. I'm waiting for the Molly to wear off, and she realizes it isn't 97. True. Paul, how many drugs is she on? Yes, is the answer. Yes, drugs. Probably more uppers than downers, but hey, get what you can get. But tonight we do have a lot of stuff to cover. Being a couple weeks without going live, and Phil drying himself off. Like, what is there not to talk about tonight? Of course, we're going to get into all things Trump, probably right off the bat. We got to touch base on all things Hawaii wildfire, the good, the bad, and the conspiracy. I'm sure will come up through the whole bit. And yes, producer Justin is back, running comments for us tonight. I didn't send him any links to anything because, well, we just got bad at sharing the articles that we're talking to. Another one we'll get into. We had a little side debate chat argument between Tony and myself and in our private group about the song. Have you heard of it? Richmond, north of Richmond. Because yeah, that went crazy fucking viral, crazy fucking fast, and holy shit. The whole argument started. I'll preface it, and we'll get into the argument later. But it all started because Trey had posted a link to, it was one of the first links probably of some douchebag reporter or journalist, whatever you want to call him these days, wrote kind of a hit piece on him in the song, which it was a terrible hit piece. Like it was somebody who absolutely did not see that the song is talking about how fucked up this country is because of elites. And then some elite asshole wrote an article shitting on a guy that's upset at the elites. Like, I was just like, wow, this guy's like totally not looking in the mirror. Anyway, none of us read that article and just started arguing about other shit in the song. I criticized a line or two in there, and shit hit the fucking fan, and we were arguing for about, I don't know. Phil said it felt like 4 days, but it only lasted a day and a half. So yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. You said Trump, and now Phil has to take a cold shower. Yes. I don't know. Are we doing KOE 2024 or like Phil's going to vote Trump? We all know this, right? Like this. Why is he? I think there's something afoot here. Like, is he trying to do this like Vivek Ramaswamy thing where he's like trying to play all cool with Trump and he's Trump's buddy just to see if he can get number 2 in the polls and get a really good cabinet seat or something? Is that what's going on? Anyway, drinks tonight. I just got a little mix. I was mowing the yard before we got started and finishing that up. And then when that's done, you can jump over to KOE Nation to see a full review of Little Guerrero. We cracked this open last time Tony and Phil came to the chicken coop up here in South Dakota. So I will be cracking back into that bad boy as we move on with the show. Let's get in. Justin, yeah, what are y'all drinking in the chat? See, Justin's got some Fireball and Keystone. Is it liquor, beer before liquor makes you sicker? Is that how it goes? Phil would totally take being Trump's VP. Yeah, Phil's a good number 2. Phil wants to be agricultural secretary. Yeah, there might be a conflict of interest there. That's all right. He's a Republican, then we're used to that. I have a long, stiff black coffee. Almost didn't say the last word there just to make it awkward for any just audio listeners, but thanks to Lesto. Let's get right into the crux of just the first story. It's going to be Trump's 4th indictment. The walls are closing in, folks. They got him now. The walls are closing in. It's a matter of time. This one, we're being led to believe that this is the most serious, the most dangerous, and the this is it. This is the one that's going to take him down. Orange Man's going to pay for this one, mainly because of RICO. So mainly RICO is what they did to take down the mafia. You put a whole bunch of different crimes together and make it seem like an organized crime syndicate or conspiracy, if you will. The only conspiracy that's been going on is, kind of been going on since about 2015. But that said, there are some things in there that, I don't know, everybody's got their own opinions. I really don't give a shit because we all know nothing's going to happen. Even if he doesn't get elected, like this never pans out. You have a DA that has literally campaigned on being the one that takes down Trump, which all of them have. Maybe not all of them, most of them have. She is trying to make this as big a deal as possible. She's running for elections here. Like, she would love to put Trump away, but whether she does or not doesn't matter. She's got the most damning and crazy case. This is ego playing heavy here. Well, Trump is Rico Suave. Yes, he is very Rico Suave. It's almost like soap opera psyops. No, Ben, why would you ever say such a thing? I would never, ever think of that. So anyway, you're led to believe this is the most dangerous. I saw a poll earlier today. It was like 60% of Americans think this is the most serious charge. So it's working. The media spins out there, the buzz, even Fox News is on board with this, which we'll touch on them here a little bit. This is all until something happens. I think it's make believe. Now let's go to make believe land. Let's pretend this is real. Okay. Say that there is some real shit in here and this would actually land Trump in jail or any of these 18 other co-conspirators. This is a crazy cool opportunity to see some fucked up shit with politics. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a good thing because it could be like the complete destruction and fall of America as you know it if anybody were to go through with this. But again, we're in imagination land here. We're going to play pretend land. Say Trump was given 9 or 10 days to report himself to the county jail there in Georgia. What if he just talks, gets on, says, Ron DeSanctimonious has any balls, he won't let them extradite me out of Florida. And he just says, fuck off to Georgia and go sit some Mar-a-Lago, puts it all on DeSantis. Now, I'm not sure what all authority DeSantis has. He threatened to not let feds come in in the past. He talks a big game, but that would be a serious challenge for the state of Florida to deny the federal government or any federal agency the right to come and grab Trump out of. But God damn it, is that a good timeline? Am I wrong? Like, just watch. Trump will be the only convicted, only one convicted on Epstein's list. Was he on Epstein's list? I can't remember. Civil War. Yeah, we should take a shot every time we talk about Civil War for the next 6 months, because, yeah. But yeah, was Trump on Epstein's list? I know they got pictures together, but I don't think Trump flies on other people's planes. People fly on Trump's plane, right? I think that's how it's supposed to go. But yeah, so how would that look? And then if DeSantis doesn't make any attempt to protect and like stave off the feds from getting Trump, holy shit. You think he just dropped in the polls in the last few months? Ooh, he'll look so weak, cowardly, like, and then Trump could still go to jail and still win, because the next one in line is Vivek, which I like Vivek. I just don't think he's got a shot in hell. I don't think any of them do. I know there's still some diehard folks out there. Let's see. Trump was, but he was only twice, which people assume he figured out who Epstein was and he left. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Trump fan. Anytime he did something like that, that scares me. Did you see DeSantis announcement? He doesn't talk big. Oh yeah. His Twitter announcement. Yeah, that's pretty bad. DeSantis for Rep Biden. DeSantis for Rep Biden for re-election. Big Mike for Dem and Trump for independent. Yeah, you can't move him around right now, though. Speaking of shots, fuck you, Justin. Yeah, let's. You tell me which one, because take your pick, whatever you need. Damn it. I've had a long time off from taking shots, so I guess.
Got any LTD?
I do not have LTD. I am all out of LTD. I do have. I got Canadian Springs. I got those shitty oat whiskeys. That's the worst that I got. Other than Elijah 18. That shit's pretty bad too. So yeah. You let me know, sir.
Do the Elijah 18.
18, sure. I'll get rid of that shit. This is the biggest waste of money you'll buy, is a really expensive bottle of bourbon that people really hunt this fucking thing down. And some people think it's just the greatest thing ever. God, no. This stuff is awful. For an 18-year bourbon that cost, I think this one cost me almost $200 for this fucking bottle. This is supposed to be so great. It's the biggest goddamn disappointment ever. So this is for those of you not in the whiskey know, this is my decoy bottle. Usually I'll have it on my top shelf. That way if somebody comes and wants to drink my expensive whiskey, there you go. They can drink as much of that as they want, because I don't want it. Yeah. Cheers, folks. Yeah. Whew. That was warm. Let's see, what proof is that? It's only 45 ABV. So it's not crazy. It's way better than that oat shit, though. Hey, it worked for Joe Morrissey. He won re-election of the seat he had to resign for fathering a child with his underage intern from a jail cell. What? I didn't know about that one. When the fuck did that happen? Biggest disappointment, only second to U.S. politics. I'm sorry. I am a big disappointment. Oh, maybe we're not talking about me. Gin. I don't have gin. I'll give Phil gin whenever he gets here. I'm not dumb enough to buy gin, Bill. Yeah. So anyway, If you want to give me something else to drink, I'll sure do that. Otherwise, we can hold off the gin for Phil. Please and thank you. That'd be fantastic. So yeah. Other things is with the indictment, of course, you get to see all the smearing in the media. This is like CNN, MSNBC's wet dream right now. They are just loving life because they finally get to talk about Trump in a bad way. Mad Dog 2020. Oh God, I wish I had some Molesto. God damn, I need to go get me a bottle. Gin is gross. Only old people drink it. Smelly old people, yes. Most old, smelly people drink gin. Phil must have been really freaking dirty. Yeah. Yeah. Or really, really wet. I did say Trump a few times. So, like, every time he gets out of the shower and I say Trump and he hears it, he's like, oh, he's got to go clean himself up again. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening right now. So yeah, fourth indictment. The walls are closing in. It is a matter of time before he has to go get another mugshot. There was some interesting things with this because was it the county website had actually posted the was a 98-page indictment on their page before the grand jury had even had a chance to vote on it. Now everybody's like, oh my God, that should be illegal. And that means that they already knew that this was going to happen. Well, no, they probably have all of them like pre-wrote out ahead of time. I would imagine, like, just clerical wise, like no matter what gets voted on what decision you have it's like, think about the Super Bowl. They always have a cover of the newspaper for either winner. That way, well, newspaper, goddamn, that's an old-fashioned fucking statement there. But they always have one written up for either side with like a headline for it. So, like, I don't imagine it'd be too damn fucking different that way. And some overzealous little prick like just posted it because he figured it was he probably wanted to get off work early, and he was like, dude, God damn it, they're gonna indict him, fucking whatever. And they just hit the button and published the goddamn website. And the dude like got in his car, was getting ready to go home, and then somebody was like, get your ass back in here and delete that, because only one guy knows how to run the county website, probably. I'm just making this shit up in my head as I'm going along. But like, that was an interesting piece that a lot of people look a little further into than probably should have. But yeah, the whole thing's bogus, and technically they aren't supposed to be published. That is the legality part. Is it though? I honestly, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass right now. Maybe it is. That means it was pushed above the jury, people voting if they should pursue. Correct. Which I think most grand juries are decided before any votes. They do the same with the hats. Yeah. $5. Say his name was Joe. Yeah. Damn it, Joe. I don't know. I guess I can look up the legality of pre-posting an indictment before it's voted on. I just imagine somebody's got it typed up somewhere, whether it's legit stamped and sealed or not. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it was official, because I remember at first they said it was not legit. They said it was like not a hoax. Can't remember what the hell they called it, but they said it wasn't real, basically. And then they had to backtrack that and say, oh yeah, no, it was put up by mistake. So I don't know if that's just them kind of trying to whitewash the history of it, and try to save some face later. Now also the grand jury being leaked is a major leak, and someone should be put behind bars. $5 says his name was Joe. Okay, I get you. The only guy that knows how to work the computer. Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. I want to go home. Let's just publish this. I want to get off work. Yeah, because that lady, she did her press conference, whatever her name is, the AG there. She did her press conference like at 11 o'clock at night. Like, she is all about like, she's the look at me, look at me, look at me. Like, I just got that. Yeah. Mr. Meezy's like running through my head every time I see these people going after Trump on any of these. It's just trying to get name recognition, trying to get their name out there, whether anything sticks. They've been throwing everything at the wall. And you know what's the sad part about this is Trump probably won't go down, but those 18 co-conspirators, which one of them I believe was literally just his lawyer, did nothing else. And it's not really being accused of anything else from what was read in the complaint. I again have not read all 98 pages, but from what I understand, there's a couple of people in there that really didn't do anything. They were just, in associated, is guilty by association with Trump, which is pretty goddamn crazy. And the sheriff, yes, Bandit. We'll get to that. But first,
yes. How are we doing, all of you beautiful people out there, folks? Chicken, can you hear me loud and clear, sir?
I sure can, sir.
Yes, folks. Marvelous, marvelous, folks. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can, of course, find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And, folks, unfortunately, like we've now all been known for these last 10 days, these rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows, I just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Like, yes, we've all been singing this, folks. Don't act like I'm the only one that's been singing this song. So how are we doing this evening? Best.
You know how warm that makes my heart feel when that happens to you, Phil?
So 3 doors down once there.
Now,
if I were to
that's
sing
pretty
that
good,
like
actually.
Living in the new, wow, shit, that doesn't sound all that different. Well, whoops, yeah, that's pretty much the same. My Oliver Anthony impression and my 3 doors down impression are pretty much the same impression.
I did go and listen to different Oliver Anthony songs. I hate to say it, like, sorry, Bandit, you're gonna get mad at me, but holy fucking AC/DC. Every one of his songs sounds the fucking same. Like, god damn it. Now, sometimes the lyrics are good, but every goddamn song sounds the same.
Well, okay, like, chicken. Fuck. Okay, first of all, this guy isn't a professional musician. He's just a dude that was out in the woods with his guitar with the cicadas going off in the background. Most of his shit had like 200 views. Like, that's what. Yeah. And then just this
I'll
one,
give
just
him credit.
Like, what the
he
fuck?
Only started doing that as like his own form of therapy when he was trying to sober up through the pandemic. It was like, I watched his like little video where he talked about like why he's doing what he's doing, and like, I like his story. I like what he's doing. Don't get me wrong, but god damn it, everything sounded the same. And I hope
well,
what is it?
It's kind of like Macy Gray.
The dude from Big and Rich.
Same, but it's
the dude from Big and Rich is taking him under his wing, so maybe he can teach him like more than one rhythm.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I think that's a little bit of an unfair criticism to levy when the guy is so new to the scene. He's not even part of the industry. Yeah. Great.
Well, Green Day got away with an amazing career with just using power chords for
I was about
2
to
decades.
Say, Chicken, I was just thinking that, like, when I was first learning guitar, first day, my guitar instructor taught me power chords. Yeah. And within 3 minutes, I was playing Green Day, having trouble trying to sleep. Like, yeah,
it's damn song to play.
Yep. Like, that's up there with like on a bass, like dun 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 dun. Like, yeah. Alesta, wait, if we bring up Green Day, then we have to mention the singer and his brain cancer of being a Democrat. For a second I thought, like, wait, shit, Billy Joel Armstrong has fucking brain cancer. Okay. I didn't know what you were saying. Alesta, also Linkin Park is fucking way better than Green Day. Now, I will understand what you're saying there, but you also have to realize, Bandit, that Queens of the Stone Age is better than everybody you just listed. So there is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go get my glasses because I have a fucking gin shot to get to, Chicken.
Sounds good. So yes, we'll I love the music talk that we got going on. But Yeah, sorry, I'm catching back up here. Chicken has 3 chords, but he's missing the truth. You know what, Bandit? I love you too, brother. Yes, R.A.P. Chester Bennington. And yes, Queens of the Stone Age is the shit. Let's see any others that's all right. Yeah, so I did see this comment up above here. The sheriff is trying to outdo here. So the sheriff literally in this Trump indictment, and he's like, we are not going to treat anybody any different here. I don't care what your profile is, and any like, fuck off. Like, seriously, you got the former president of the United States, and you think you're going to be the tough, badass sheriff in this town? No, fuck you. The Secret Service is going to come in and tell you to go fuck yourself, dude. Like, who the fuck do you? I got elected by the people of this county. Yeah. Well, you know, Clinton's had people that shoot themselves in the chest while they're hanging from a tree. So, congratulations on getting elected to some bohunk fucking county in goddamn Georgia. Like, I can't believe some of these fucking sheriffs in these cases just like, God, they think they're so goddamn big on things. Anyway, go, Phil. It's all you, buddy.
There we go. Now I'm back. And let me say, Chicken, I really have to commend Tony on the absolutely brilliant idea of changing from the star system to the subscriber system, where, you know, I mean, folks were spending way too much money on making us take gin shots. And now, you know, for pennies, literally, they can make us take these gin shots. So, Tony, great idea on that little format change. I mean, that was like 90% decrease in income for the Dog and Chicken Show. But this is for you, you beautiful bastards.
It was a 98 increase in fun, though.
Chicken. It's like when Tony's like, hey, guys, we don't want the whole show to be the board. I'm like, the whole show is the fucking board. Okay. The fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me.
Buy me a copy and you can get Phil to drink more and quicker. Yes. We'll have to wait for Tony on that. I don't
Justin,
have
you don't need
buy
to
me a copy.
You don't need to tell people that. Well, now, Chicken, curious, what drink are you planning on drinking that you actually want to enjoy this evening?
So since you had the review, I'm sipping on some Logiero the rest of the night.
Nice.
And then my one shot I've had to do so far, they asked me my worst whiskeys. I did say the oats and I did say Canadian, but I did mention this as well, and I had to take a shot of my Elijah 18. So,
ooh, ouch.
Yeah,
I don't know what to apologize for.
Yeah, it was like a $20 shot, but
literally the worst $20 you've ever spent.
Yeah.
And guess who? Hey, Alesta, Ben, sheriff doesn't have legal standing over feds, depending on who you ask.
Here's
I gotta turn on some more lights.
Yeah, here's the thing with like who's got legal standing and where and who's got jurisdiction and all these conversations. Like, man, at a certain point, Ben, and like I mean this like as hesitantly as possible, but this situation, I really feel that the legal standing, or not even going to be legal standing, the standing anybody's going to have if this shit hits the fan or goes off in any way, it's the person who draws and shoots their gun first. That's who I think is going to end up having the legal stand at the end of the day in this, because I think that's what it's going to come to. Unfortunately, I don't want that, because I think that's probably going to be horrible. Well, I mean, it'll be horrible for everybody in the long run because it'll be chaos. But I think Secret Service gets upset at a sheriff who gets too close to the former president and draws a gun, and then the sheriff draws his gun. Like, you know, it's going to be the Spider-Man scene where everybody's like pointing at each other, but one of them's going to pull the trigger. If the sheriff shoots a fucking Secret Service agent, Jesus Christ, like what's going to happen then? If there's feds there and they're involved, Jesus, what the fuck happens then? Like, Jesus Christ. Like this whole thing could get really shitty. But anyway, sorry, Ben.
Hang on.
That's my long way of like going through that legal standing thing is what's been running through my head.
I gotta address this. Tony G goes an hour late start than normal and an extra day to show up. Now let me just note for the two of you, I was here ready to go yesterday when we normally fucking go. So
you wouldn't answer us in the goddamn chat for an hour
because I was working and then getting home.
So was I.
So I get here and now first of all, chicken. Whoa, no. This motherfucker is gonna call me out when he ain't even fucking here. He's an hour fucking late.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tony. But anyway, Phil all day long is sitting there blowing up everybody on Messenger nonstop. I know he's in a truck or a tractor all fucking day sharing fucking memes and talking shit while we're all at work. Then when we get off work and we're like, fuck, man, like, is tonight going to work? Do we need to move the show? Do we need to do this? Phil's nowhere to be found when we're actually having a discussion about anything.
Shit, folks. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle. I actually just today finished up a very
he skips the show updates project. And gives us updates on his views. Yes.
Well, that's really the only thing that matters, okay? Like
it'll be typed up. It's not even voice messages. It'll be all typed up. All he's got to do is read it.
You forget that. I told you, D-Bags, my schedule. Okay, then why are you giving me shit for being late then? Like, I'm sorry. If you're later than me, you don't get to give me shit. Oh, you son of a fucking motherfucker. Oh, you fuck.
God, this show's fun.
Chicken?
Oh, God. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Steven. Oh, that's a double. Isn't it fun?
No, yes. It's not.
Yeah.
But you know what? Since the first one wasn't a very good toast because I was...
I'll get you some back. Go with
K-O-W-E.
Yeah, for some reason that mutes your mic whenever I play music. That's a new feature on here, apparently.
Well, that's just awful. You were denying the people the sweet, beautiful, supple sounds that were the voice of extreme. So yeah, that just cannot be. Folks, it is with a chagrin that I take this gin and to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me.
Oh, he's in love. You can see it on his face. It's like I just said Trump again. Oh, like he's gonna have to go take a shower again. Have to go clean himself off.
That was awful. that was truly bad.
Sorry, Justin. I'll leave it alone. That looked like you were having a good time. I want to hear it. You guys working. I'm on a 9 straight 14th. Man, yeah, that's rough.
Sounds like harvest.
I've had a bunch of 14s in the last couple weeks, but I didn't do 9 straight. So, Tony, if you cup them, things will go faster. Yes.
Yeah, because Tony had to prioritize foosball over our podcast. Can you believe that, chicken?
Is that he was doing what? He was playing.
I believe he was prioritizing foosball.
What foosball?
It's Husker foosball.
Not this weekend, unless he went to like some like get together thing where you shake hands with players or something.
He just sent a picture of himself from a fucking football stadium somewhere.
Well, it was a band concert at the Memorial Stadium.
Oh, okay.
The band concert. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I see a picture. Like, I didn't examine it too deep. It's like, okay, he's playing foosball or somebody. Yeah, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
shows how much I watch football because it's not really. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless it's 6 ounce or 12 ounce MMA or boxing gloves, I'm not really.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Trump's 4th indictment of all the walls closed in, and it's just a matter of time now before Orange Man dies and goes to jail. Phil, Outside of the indictment, did you? I don't even know if you read the message I sent to the one chat group. Did you hear what he's doing instead of the debate?
I did, and actually, Chicken, I do apologize. The reason I was late was I was actually on Tucker doing an interview with Tucker rather than being here at Big Bucket Empire, because
I don't
Big
blame
Bucket
you.
Empire, it's just they're just not as pro KOE as they could be. Disgraceful.
Yeah.
So yes,
I saw that. I fucking busted out laughing because, like, I've speculated on what he should do during the GOP. I was like, that should be the first tweet he gives out, like in just like talking shit about all of them live. So nobody really watches the debate. They're just waiting to see what Trump says. But no, even better, he's gonna go to Tucker Carlson and having an interview while the GOP debates are going on. Like, who the fuck is going to watch that thing?
My opponents are losers, complete losers, disgraceful. Like, yeah, nobody cares. I'm not going to watch the debates. I'm going to watch Trump's interview with Tucker. I can tell you this right now, Chicken. I have no, because here's the thing. I said this, I've been saying it pretty much since 2020. I remember I was on a panel right after January 25th or some shit in 2000, right after Biden got inaugurated. And I said, yeah, the Republican nominee is going to be Trump. Unless there's some sort of health issue, it's going to be Trump. And it was like, no. And well, Chicken, here we are 3 years later, and the front runner is still Trump. And I even said last big panel I was on, the primary is over and the winner is Donald J. Trump. It doesn't really matter. And this is the reason why. This is the thing that nobody on the left has been able to understand. And it's why he's still the more you indict him, the more it makes this more alluring. A vote for Donald J. Trump is a vote of no confidence for the entire United States government. That is what it's become. That is an alluring thing for a lot. Like, Chicken, I know sometimes you talk about being black-pilled and such, that somebody on the internet put it very well. Folks, puke up your black pills. We can actually win this. Okay? The idea that this is just unwinnable. I'm sorry. It's time to puke up your black pills, and it's time to get ready, because the real intellectual battle is coming here. But yeah, Chicken, if you had a chance to vote no confidence against the United States government, would you?
I don't believe in voting anymore. So.
Okay. You say that. Now, what's great about people like Chicken, if they say they don't vote, then you just leave it up to people like me to decide everything for you. Okay. And I believe it was Plato who said the problem with not participating in democracy is you end up being governed by your lessers. So, Chicken, I'm
glad you admit that, Phil.
Well, yeah, look at who's in our fucking DC right now. But if you don't vote, you have you did nothing when you had the chance to. So I've always said refusal to take a side is doing nothing but giving an implicit endorsement to those who are already in power. Like the people who say, I'm just going to stay neutral on this, I'm not getting involved. That's you just saying, whoever's in power, you just keep on keeping on. Just business as use you well is good enough for me. That's all that's saying.
No, I don't believe in the concept that I or you have the authority to do a vote, a popular vote on, or pick the beauty pageant winner that's going to tell us how we can run our lives. I don't believe that's the correct system. I don't believe that's a system that's obviously that's the system we lived in, and it's not working. Outside of not participating,
whether you like it or not, you are getting one of the two choices.
Oh, I know, and I don't like that.
And so you'd better at least
I will do a hunger strike on voting. I'm just not participating.
Might as well take a shovel to your foot for your mortgage. It's got that much of a correlation.
Yeah.
But no, Chicken, the reason, I'm going to tell you why. And I know you're going to roll your eyes at this, but I just want other people within the sound of my voice to really hear this. The reason you're wrong, the reason why you're dreadfully wrong, and the reason why you're almost fatally wrong on this is because right now we are engaged in a cultural civil war of the political left and the political right, and the likes of which and the scale of which we have never seen before in the species of our history. And the spoils of this war are greater than the spoils of all battles in all human history. It is for the control of the U.S. tax base. That is the greatest spoil that there's ever been. And if you refuse to get involved in it, all you're doing is say, I'm implicitly endorsing Joe Biden. That's what you're saying. You're implicitly endorsing Joe Biden and the Democrats. You love everything they're doing, and it's business as use you well, and you'd like that to keep on going ad infinitum. That's why I say you're not only dreadfully wrong, you're fatally wrong.
This is what Phil, for the audience watching here, this is what Phil does when he hears something he doesn't like. He has this long thing to try to make you as emotionally upset at your own decision as possible by saying, well, you're just supporting Joe Biden at this point. And he does it in this long roundabout way and tries to sound really convincing. But it doesn't fucking work on.
At least not a lot of retorting of anything I'm saying. Just saying, you don't like the form, not the content.
You just made up a bunch of shit. You didn't.
No. You just don't like the fact that refusal to participate is actually an endorsement of those in power. That's what that is.
Like Donald Trump's, the Ron DeSantis, all of them. Then, if it's not just a Joe Biden, it'd be all of them. If your logic were to roll out, it would be for everybody that's in power. It wouldn't just be for a specific and explicit Joe Biden vote.
Well, yeah, in this year of our Lord 2023, the Democrats hold all the institutional power. So you would be, very much endorsing. You haven't seen a lot come. You've heard two strongly worded letters that have come out of the House of Representatives because they're all scared shitless of being thrown in prison too.
You would have
because they're worried about the lawfare getting turned on them. So, Chicken, this is worse than any other year, in that we now have legalized fucking lawfare. We actually now have the law being used to try and achieve political ends. Chicken, this could very well be the end of the republic. And standing by and just doing nothing.
I hope so. I kind of hope so.
Okay. So you're an accelerationist fatalist then. You're but for us who want to have a country going forward, we need to actually do something.
Anyway, you said it just now that the only institutional power that the GOP holds is where you got two strongly worded letters. So you are trying to advocate for one, Donald Trump, which I don't think he's the strongly worded letter type, but the rest of the GOP is. And that's what he's going to be leading, is a bunch of people that write strongly worded letters and do nothing.
That's why we need somebody in the executive.
Okay. We'll put him in there.
Which is why we need people like you. Actually good people to support people like Donald J. Trump and to vote for the people that we need in the Senate. Your vote matters tremendously when it comes to the primary in your state, if only you were a member of a party that actually mattered. Then you would have a tremendously powerful vote.
Trump has my state already. Trump has my state. If you think it's just the executive, then why is my
it's also
abstinence...
the Senate. That's tremendously important. And your vote should...
Oh, dude, I don't want my
you should
Republican
have a more
senator.
Powerful vote in the Senate,
My Republican senator is John Thune. He's the dipshit that tried to put through that goddamn Patriot Act of the fucking internet a few months ago, and everybody swept that under the rug with a strongly worded letter.
Their primaries by thousands of votes, not tens of thousands. So you have if you were to be a primary voter in your state for the Republican Party, you would have a disproportionate say in how the United States Senate composes itself versus any other citizen in the United States. You would have more say.
You said it was the executive, not the Senate, but
you need the Senate to hold the Supreme Court. You know this.
Later on, not right now. I don't think anybody's going away.
Let me just knock on wood, because we're just hoping that everybody stays
Clarence
healthy.
Thomas stays standing. Yeah.
Or Alito. We need both of them.
Yeah, he was what, 2004 or something like that.
Yeah, but he was no spring chicken when he got nominated. He had some years on him. So that's I don't take the Supreme Court as for granted, because the liberals were used to a 50-year liberal Supreme Court. now they're thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a conservative Supreme Court for no, it's probably not going to last all that long. The liberals
maybe
are
10
going
years.
to use some sort of chicanery. I'm shocked they haven't tried to pack the court yet. But yeah, so chicken, that's why like I say, not only are you dreadfully wrong, not only are you woefully wrong, but potentially fatally wrong. And it's unfortunate. I know you're not going to admit right here, right now that I'm right, but under consideration over time, you'd be like, shit, he's fucking right. And I'm going to bet
let's
dollars
pretend
to donuts 2024
I
you
like,
end up voting.
I like imagination land. And let's pretend that I didn't have that stance and I was going to vote fervently. Yeah, like I know my voting power in a state my size, especially like you said, in a primary vote or even close elections for representative or Senate. I have more voting power than pretty much everybody in the country other than maybe the state of Wyoming and North Dakota. Basically, like they're the other two lowest populated states. Now, that said, you already have the executive.
Just castrate your own ability to vote. I just don't get it.
Well, I explained my reasoning. I don't think I have the right to tell other people in this country what to do.
They don't agree with you, and they're very much going to tell you what to do, chicken.
Well, they haven't thought about it. They haven't even thought about who they vote for. They don't even know who they're voting for. How many people do you know that go to the ballot and actually know every goddamn name on there or even know more than 3? Do you think anybody, most normies in the world...
How many people do you know would have forced you to take more vaccines, chicken?
That's a good question, Phil. How many would?
And they would vote to make you do it. No.
Well.
Yeah, they would. Yes, they would. Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Phil. Stop. How many do you know would have stood up for your right not to? Do you know that? Even if they were GOP or not? You don't know.
I know my governor did, which is why my fucking voting mattered.
Yeah.
So, chicken, guess what? The people in Michigan weren't so fucking lucky. And you're only lucky that you had a nominally liberty-minded governor that just basically thought, hey, maybe I can be a VP someday, so I better seem like I appeal to the right wing.
Ben's picking up what I'm throwing down.
Vote none of the above, and that will be what you receive. That will be what you get.
I hope so.
Wait, actually, tomfoolery. I've thought about it. I'll tell you what to do. Now, don't worry about what Tom tells you what to do. Worry what Phil KOE tells you what to do, which is vote for KOE in 2024.
If Tom told me, oh my God, yes, I love this.
I mean, he's an artist. Did you know that? And he's got a lot of oil company experience, despite having no experience in that area. I mean, it's tremendous. It's tremendous.
I'm curious on Tom's philosophy on voting.
It's also a bit of an incester, though. What's that?
I wonder if Tom feels like he like my stance on voting right now of I don't believe in it because I have no right to tell anybody what and dictate to them through a majority vote what people should or should not do. I'm curious. Tom, talk me out of this because you'll probably just harden my stance a little bit more. But I'm just curious. Anyway, what else we got? Chicken, 1, if not 2 of the people I vote for know my name. You're writing in Phil, and somebody else that you know. Got it. Appreciate that, Bandit. Yeah, Phil KOE 2024. He's not the president you need. He's the president, or he's not the president you want. He's the president you need. There, I got that backwards.
Phil KOE, the president that you need, not the president you deserve.
Yeah. Do we have your campaign video uploaded on here still?
I've got it. Don't you worry about that, chicken. I'll find the campaign video. I got it here on KOE Nation, which I'm pulling up right now. So don't you worry, good sir. Yes.
We're gonna have to get that up on there.
I mean, the king of extreme.
I see Yank sent me a message, said producer has to take a shot. Justin, stop taking shots. Justin, it shouldn't be copyrighted.
I think he's just being a horse's ass.
He probably is being a horse's ass.
Actually, no, if you look on the YouTube channel, actually the song is actually copyrighted. It's not a strike, but it is copyrighted.
Oh, that's fine. We're not making money.
I know. That's what I told Tony. No good.
Yeah, I produced that song. That was my bad.
Here we go. God bless America. God bless this glorious land. And because this land is so glorious, it needs a new president to match that glory. And that person is Phil K-O-E. Yes, Phil K-O-E in 2024. A man who truly loves America. A man who loves this nation and the people in it. Phil K-O-E, the true alternative in 2024. The man you all need. A man of the nation. A man of the country. A man of the people. A man of nature. A man who is going to point us to a brighter tomorrow. Yes, Phil K-O-E. He is a man of decisive action. Phil K-O-E. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is for America. I'm going to do that for you in Washington, D.C. Whatever that is, you're going to get a lot of that. Yes, folks, Phil K-O-E, a man who will make sure to dot the I's and cross the T's of American government. Phil K-O-E, he will make sure to preserve your freedoms to work on go-karts on the weekend or whatever you call fun in this glorious nation. That's why you need to consider Phil K-O-E. And that, folks, is why I am asking for your vote in 2024, folks, because I, your King of Extreme, Phil K-O-E, have officially announced my candidacy for the presidency of the United States of America. Beautiful, beautiful flag. Old Glory is coming with me, folks, and we're going all the way to Washington, D.C. If you're tired of business as usual in D.C., do the right thing. In 2024, vote extreme. Phil K-O-E, the choice for you, the choice for me, the choice for everyone within all sundry. Folks, God bless every last one of you, and we're taking this all the way to Washington, D.C. in 2024. Vote Phil K-O-E to fix D.C. Yes, folks, it's going to happen. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be glorious. You're going to join me, the Cabinet of Extreme. Our inauguration party is going to make the Jackson inauguration party look like a debutante ball, folks. It's going to be amazing. Old Glory's coming with me. What else do we need? God bless all of you beautiful people. Travel well, and in 2024, vote Phil K-O-E.
That was so fun.
It's beautiful.
So fun.
It's
truly. I do love the suggestions, Phil, for our next shooting. You need a clip of you wearing a hard hat and a button-up shirt.
I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the hard hat, but I'm just still going to keep the suit coat on. Just like,
and then
it's like, also, never lose it.
You got to kiss some babies.
Yep. Got to kiss some babies, some puppies.
You need to help an old lady cross the street.
Yes. Okay. All right. I can do that.
We got to do some Boy Scout things. Yeah. Go teach a kid how to tie a knot, how to tie a shoe. Yeah. There you go. No, hold on. I'll get my 14-year-old to pretend like he doesn't know how to tie a shoe, and you can sit there and act like you're teaching him.
Thank you. Now, Chicken, what's really funny is at the church I'm going to, there's a cadre of little old ladies who would think that's hilarious and be like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And look at me helping little old ladies across the street. All right.
And then, Phil, I did give you a shot as well, but I said of your choice. When you want. You don't have to do it.
Okay.
You don't have to do it immediately.
Lord. Well, folks, to fight and stealing and drinking, if you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me.
Woo! That looked hot. Justin, have we ever considered like getting a montage clip of every Phil gin shot?
Please don't.
Just be like,
was it hazard analysis promo vid is nothing but gin shots from Phil.
yeah, we need
Hey,
we need
Justin.
to do more.
How about no?
How about Jin Phil makes it to the top, 10 million subscribers? Come on now.
Like I was about to say, that'll be like the one thing that like that'll go like fucking rich man north of Richmond fucking levels of viral. Just me like take and then it's like fuck.
I
8
saw
million
I saw a
views.
news article today. He turned down an $8 million record deal.
At this point,
Because he wants to stay original. He doesn't want to be like corrupted, and he wants to his whole story is he wants to actually like help people, be therapeutic to people and meet people, and like he's got this very altruistic like hippie type vibe
say,
to his
too bad I'm not
whole
his friend,
thing.
because I'd be like, what would be really helpful to a lot of people out there? You having
Sell
$8
out.
million in your pocket. You could help. You could buy a lot of meals for hungry folk out there. Hell, you could even buy some fudge rounds with $8 million. Okay, like because like that. It's kind of funny. Is that
I
guy's
really
like
hope.
such a good backwoods guy that like to him that's luxury. Bag
Yeah,
of
I
fudge.
really hope that like he does make something out of this. If he turned down $8 million and
It better
doesn't
be
make
because
anything
you're
out of
holding out
this,
for 10 million.
yeah,
Then
I'm like,
yes,
here's my
no, it's true.
fear. Like he blew up because, all right, here's some of my criticism of the song. He blew up onto this because the GOP has no culture. And anything they can find to grasp onto, whether it be a movie or song or whatever, they hold on to. Sound of Freedom. Nobody cares about it anymore. This is the next hit, and in 2 weeks, nobody's going to care about this anymore. Another thing's
I don't
going
know
to
about
pop
that.
up, and then nobody's like, oh, come on.
That's going to be the
Like,
song of 2023. Name another song that'll be more synonymous with this year. That's right. I'll
well,
wait.
yeah. Yeah, in 2 weeks, nobody's going to care. There won't be another song.
Well, no, like a year ago, last year was In a Minute, I'm gonna need a cinnamon. Like that was the song of 2022. Okay, like it or not,
What the
like
fuck are you talking about?
every year seems to
Sing
have
that
a
again.
song.
What song was that? Sing it
Some
again.
Lizzo song. In
No,
a
no, sing it
minute, I'm
again.
gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. I think that was either 2021 or 2022, but that was the
What
anthem
the
of
fuck is
that year.
happening?
This
I've
year,
never heard
it's
this.
gonna be Rich Man North of Richmond. Just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think. Wanna know what you do. They don't think you know, but I know that you do. Your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end for the rich man. No, the rich man. Fuck, getting shot. Those are going down a little too easy now. And I'm singing
You're
bluegrass
singing Lizzo.
songs. Okay, yep. And Elizabeth. You're forgetting there, folks. They should do an AI where they make that Oliver and Anthony guys sing like Lizzo songs.
Bill, you got this for a minute while I go pee real quick? I figured Tony would be here by now, so I could like take a break, but
I can do that. Ben
All right.
is asking if that's gin or turpentine. This is gin. This is organic gin, engine gin. It's not turpentine. We're not one of them like snake handler, like drink the turpentine and all that kind of nonsense. But I really got to push back on this idea that chicken's like, oh, there's just no culture in the GOP. Like, chicken, you just been spending too much time in your libertarian circles where you think like, oh, well, if we're more libertarian than thou, and if we just hate politics more, then that will just make us intellectually pure. And then we can act like we have no complicity in the system at all. When, like I said, not participating is an endorsement of the powerful. But what this is, Richmond, north of Richmond, that is basically an anthem of everyone that the left is leaving behind. All of them. And so that's why it's caught on so quickly, because it speaks to so many people when like your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end. And the miners, we'd rather watch it We'd rather that the government took care of minors rather than caring about minors on an island somewhere. Hit something hard. We all know. Yeah, the people in power, the powerful, the people that own DC right now, they're a bunch of sexual deviants that do god-awful, disgusting things that no Christian eyes should ever see, no Christian ears should ever hear. And these are the people that we're supposed to believe have some sort of moral authority over us. So he said kangaroo. How much for Phil to kill a full? No. That's just no. That's all that is. Libertarian Party has fallen apart again. Yes, and it always will be. And chicken, what you call a bug is the main feature of that party. It will always fall apart the minute that it gets any momentum. But what it does serve is a Venus flytrap for good people who are a bit too idealist. They get caught in it and they never get out. And then they don't ever do anything to the two mainline parties. All you do, like, it's kind of like the argument I hear about people abandoning the mainline churches, that all that happens is that those mainline denominations become more liberal. And I do understand that to an extent. And if you just run away to your own little infinite denominations, nothing really happens there. That's an argument by Redeemed Zoomer. Now, me, I attend a non-denominational church, so I'm doing the exact opposite of him. But in politics, that does very much apply. That if you just run away to the little side denomination parties, you don't do anything. You are now out of the game. You've literally just, like, you're like the guy from Monty Python. 'Tis but a scratch. No arms, no legs. Wes goes, too many. Wes J. Ryan says, too many autistic people. Bandit, they want to be Ross Perot. And Ross Perot didn't even want to be Ross Perot at one point. He dropped out of the race and got back in. So to me, I understand what Chicken's saying, but no, there is a real Republican culture out there. There's over probably about 70 to 80 million out there, actually, and they're fervent and they are dedicated. I mean, Biden didn't have no merch, okay? Trump has merch that you can see everywhere. And so I understand why some would say it. I just don't agree with it. I just think it's improper analysis, and it's incorrect analysis to say that there's not, like, something that appeals to millions of people in a segment of the country, and then Chicken's going to say, well, this just shows there's no culture. In my opinion, it shows the opposite. It indicates the complete 360 opposite of that.
Hold on. They sell more merch.
Change my mind.
They sell more MAGA hats. Okay, Trump's different. Trump has a culture. He's got a cult, actually. And then
okay, whoa. No,
hold
no,
on.
No.
Wait.
They're not in a cult. Knock it off. No, I need to push back on that because that is damaging to people who actually live under real cults. And when people say, "Oh, this is a cult, that's a cult," everything, like, cults like fascist or racist, it gets thrown around so much that it really means almost nothing in relation to what you're trying to make it mean anymore.
Anyway, the other one is the thin blue line people. That's the number one merch fucking seller of the GOP. That's what you pulled everybody in, was the thin blue line. And you know what, Phil?
And there's a reason for that.
Well, yeah. That is a culture, but God damn it, it's a desecration of the fucking flag.
Oh, I don't like the thin blue line people, but you also have to understand, when you're saying there's no culture, that's just wrong. It's 100% wrong, because look at everything that appeals to the Republican ideal, and it all centers around the basic idea of security and protection, self-defense for your own protection, national security, border security. Like, all of this is the idea of protecting. And these are ideals that are going to, like it or not, more or less apply or appeal to men. Like, all of these, like the idea that you're a protector, your nation's protected. While you look at the Democrats, it's all about egalitarianism, being equal, equality, everything being across the line, everybody, like, and to be frank, a father's duty is to make sure to reward achievement and to try to correct error. A mother's duty is to make sure that everything is even. And so the Democrats as a whole, as a party, just appeal.
It's the
to
care
women.
method. That's what Democrats do. It's the care method. Wait, what is it? The Jonathan Haidt, the 7 things that like the 7 different things that more conservative people have, and Democrats only have care. That's it. If it's all about care, and you have to care, and it's got to be equal, and it's got to be a fair share. Meanwhile, Republican and conservatives and right-leaning people will have way more in-depth analysis of how to make a decision. And yeah, you're right, but that doesn't mean culture. That just means they take more things into
So
consideration.
are you saying, like, what for you to make that implication would be to say that there's no such thing as male culture?
I'll say, okay, here, I'll retract that they have no culture. I'll say that they adopt the popular culture that gets them votes.
Hey, I will a concession
one.
be concession however I take it, chicken.
It's not real though. That's my point, is it's not real. Like, do you think Mitch McConnell backs the blue? You think he gives a fuck about cops? Fuck no, he doesn't. Do you think any goddamn Republican sitting in, well, there's probably like 6 or 7.
Ted Cruz does, chicken. You know Ted Cruz loves every badge he sees.
Ted Cruz loves whatever the headline says he is fucking up on. And then he's like, oh my God, I'm going to go give water to the people that just had a hurricane. I better not go on vacation this week. Yeah.
Like,
Jesus,
I found it funny, like, just how much shit he got for going to Cancun when all the
he deserved it though.
In Texas,
he deserved it. He did the right thing. He came back. I'll give him credit. He came back and gave water to people. He did the hard work.
Like what he should have done.
He did more than Biden did for Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. It's like Biden's like, yeah, Hawaii's like, Biden, we need some help. We've had this massive fire. Biden's like, best I can do is $13 billion to Ukraine. So Hawaii, what you really need to do is change your state flag to be blue and yellow, and you'll get a few $1 billion overnight.
Phil did well. It's green and yellow, isn't it? Is Hawaii? That's
no. The
close.
Ukraine flag though is blue and yellow.
Yeah,
if they change their flag to be the Ukraine colors, they'll get money overnight.
But did you see Biden when he was like his first address of what happened in Hawaii? He forgot the fucking name of it. He's like, oh, the place they're talking about on the news. I was like, what?
Are you talking about like he just forgot the state of Hawaii or the specific island?
He couldn't even say. He didn't. All he had to do was been like the disaster in Hawaii, and it would have slipped by. But he forgot all of it. Like, and he goes, the place they're talking about on the news. I was like, holy shit!
Because
he's
like,
not even trying anymore.
If it was like a specific place, I could understand because like.
Yeah, because
I've had some friends go to Hawaii where it's like there's 2 airports and one's called like Hickey Picky Pilly and the other one's called Hockey Pocky Polly, and you better fucking know which one. All he had to say was
Maui. Like, he didn't even have to get that specific into the like neighborhood. All he had to do was say Maui. How do you forget Maui? Everybody knows Maui.
Yeah, but it's just one of those when you're on the spot like that.
Or just say Hawaii.
Just
say Hawaii.
Chicken. You're putting a man on the spot who doesn't know where he's standing.
It's so bad.
Like we know this. He doesn't know. Now, what's interesting is I have a cousin who lives in Hawaii. She doesn't live on that island. But I actually just talked to her at a family funeral not too long ago. And she was talking about this and like, oh yeah, this just came like brush fire. Nobody saw it coming. Everybody was pissed. They didn't even send out the right warnings. And like to me, like I'd heard that like 80 people had died at the time, but then she's like, no, it's way worse. And then like our good friend Bandit, he brought up that like there's actually 1,400 people missing right now, which I was like, I was pointing out like that's a lot of fucking people. That's like half of 9/11. If that's
here, let me just pull up the next story since we're kind of on this topic already, because like this is pretty fucking crazy. So god damn ads.
Hawaii, grow the farm up goes. Hawaii apparently doesn't run a Burismo International Bank branch. But Mountain Dew Maui Blast, that's a little too on the nose. Like that's like
god
if you need
damn
proof,
it, Ben. That's great.
If you need proof that we're in the simulation and that the simulation doesn't have enough software,
that's terrible
like
and
that's
fucking great all at the same time.
He doesn't know what state
What
he's
state
in.
he's in.
But yeah,
True.
So yeah.
So here we go. Exclusive Maui wildfires death toll.
Quick, let me bury the lead. Oh wait, sorry.
So this.
There's a fire in Hawaii.
I just saw this before going live. So locals are saying 480 the death toll. So the official death toll is like 120 is what everybody else is reporting, but Hawaii morgue workers run out of body bags and survivors are left to recover the charred remains of their loved ones. This is a bad fucking deal. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see here. Locals have been forced to carry out their own search and recovery efforts in the aftermath of the deadly Lahaina wildfires. I get Biden wouldn't get Lahaina or however you pronounce it. I get that. Wildfires amid the slow response from officials. Maui residents volunteer Allison Medina, 24, has also claimed authorities are underplaying the death toll. I know there are at least 480 dead here in Maui, and I don't understand why they're not saying that. She said the slow recovery process has led to family members being left to find the charred corpses of their loved ones themselves, including a friend of hers who lost 4 family members. Not only that, there was a press conference. I think they have a picture of it on here of the guy that used to, was in charge of the whole issue in here is a little the guy that was in charge of the Vegas shooting police response happened to be the police chief here. A little too on the nose.
No such thing as coincidence in this world, folks. Like that's one of those, like when I saw that, I sent that to you, and then I sent you the little gif of Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. Oh, come on! Like it's like, yeah, that's a little much.
And then this guy that is on the screen here. This was the guy that was in charge of the emergency response system, and somebody was drilling him like, why didn't you let off the sirens? Like, why would you not have sounded the alarm and you might have saved some people? And he made up a whole bunch of bullshit reasons and said, well, it was on the side of the mountain where there's no alarms and it wouldn't have done any good and possibly could have made people go into the fire. Which turns out to be all horseshit. And then you actually go on their website and it says that alarm is strictly meant to be used for hurricanes, tsunamis, and wildfires, and that there are alarms on that side of the mountain. He resigned for health reasons today.
Health reasons. Wink. I was about to say, he looks pretty healthy to me. Now, he was told, you're resigning. He got told by the higher ups, you fucked up. There's now a lot of people dead because you were derelict in your duty. Now, who knows? We're probably going to find out in a year or two, some motherfuckers were out on the beach surfing when they should have been on duty and people died. Because let's be frank, dude, Hawaii is a place where it's easy to get distracted. Okay. Grow the farm up. But the real
grow
question
the farm up's right. Let's get
how
back
many
to racism.
LGBTQ plus minorities are disaffected? The only count those numbers on CNN, tuberculosis dunk. Oh, wow. Let's see. Bandit health reasons is code for death threats.
Real quick, I got to make sure everybody is aware because Grow the Farm Up did open the show with the first comment, Destiny Cook. Just had to make sure we knew.
This is true. He did in fact open that. But kind of like 9/11 when so many different coincidences. Now here's the thing. Some people are because this is one where the conspiracy theories are going wild. Okay, it's like Hulkamania running wild with the conspiracies right now. And I've heard everything from the aliens, the space lasers, to Oprah. It's all.
Do I need to go find my tinfoil hat?
Is there a way we could somehow shoehorn Michael Jackson into this?
No, he's white. We can't do that.
Okay, then OJ. Like if we can just shoehorn either Michael Jackson or OJ into this, it's literally like Captain Planet, like all the powers combined make like we've got the perfect story. Okay, because like this is
I fucking love this. Everyone that died on Maui died of COVID.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm into dark jokes. Oh, I like
That's
this.
like
Ben, you're awesome.
That's like, oh man, don't worry. In 20 years, I will laugh at that joke, Ben. But no, that's the span. You have to let 20 years after a tragedy before you can.
Grow the Farm Up has been gone for a minute. We moved on to Hunter Cry Alone. Yeah.
We moved on
And
to
then
Hunter Cry. Oh,
I miss Jewish space lasers. Don't we all?
yeah. Alesta with that comment was a bit too. Yeah, you think? It was kind of like Gilbert Godfrey's joke about
Michael
how his
Jackson
flight
has
laid
his
over
knee.
through the Empire State Building like a week after 9/11. It was like, ugh. MJ has. Ben, for the first time in my fucking life, I'm fucking speechless.
I'm fucking rolling.
Oh, goddamn. Well, you got
Well,
Justin
folks,
speaking
it was a
on that
great run here on the Dog and Chicken Show. It's been
one.
a great, like,
An hour and 20 minutes this time before possible.
well, you know, folks, I hope you enjoyed our final episode of Dog and Chicken Show on the Big Bucket Empire. Join us next week on KOE Nation, the new apparent home of Dog and Chicken Show, because holy
and canceled.
Like, I'm just waiting for the petty, like chicken, like Ben probably isn't going to be able to make another comment because the power just kicked off at his house. Like, no,
Yeah.
look, you're so canceled. They shut off your internet, your power.
Yeah,
your
careful,
bank
Ben.
account.
There's going to be a wildfire like in your yard. The Jewish space lasers are coming for you.
Jesus. Damn it. Well, Tyler, are you still a subscriber? That's the more important question. Are you still?
Hold on. Chicken still has a shot for you too, of your choice.
I do.
I don't think he does. I think he's lying.
Oh no, I gave Phil a shot of choice. I told Phil he can take it whenever he
Oh
wants.
yeah, that's right. You know what?
Yeah, Tyler's still a subscriber. I just checked.
I'm gonna do some Knob 12, something nice for a
nice.
change.
Actually, it was just showing Justin. I got a full bottle of it. I've never opened this one.
Hang on. Grow the Farm Up. Did you catch Fed and Fraud Cry stream earlier tonight? I did not. Who's Fed and Fraud?
I'm guessing that has something to do with Ty.
Or Destiny. Because Grow the Farm Up is just Destiny's best friend. Destiny loves him so much because Grow the Farm Up asks so many inquisitive questions about the lifestyle that Destiny's so open about. Like he's just asking questions. Like how does an open marriage work? Is it open all the time, or is it like a restaurant where it's open not on Mondays but extra hours on Sundays? Is it like every other day? Is it just open on weekends? Like how does that? And he was just asking questions. But Chicken, thanks for making me take a shot of something decent for once.
Cheers, sir. And real quick before we get back into a story, Phil, we're gonna have to consider a rye tournament pretty soon.
Oh, you son!
I got some pretty fire ryes.
We can't do the next rye tournament until I get a bottle of Colonel H. Taylor rye. That is
the hunt is on now.
Yep. Once one of us secures that, then rye tournament's on. But Chicken, I've got so many tournaments.
I know you do.
That I've got 14 of the 16 that I need for the Sweet 16 wheat whiskey tournament. Then the Moo Pot Fresh and Fit got yeeted. Oh, the Moho Pot
really
Fresh and Fit got. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Well,
you got back.
How long's the What's Up
Rumble,
podcast?
folks?
Yes. I wonder how long. God, can you believe it? Big Bucket Empire and KOE Nation lasted longer than Fresh and Fit. That's pretty good.
Well, we're not as popular. That's why.
No. Chicken, what people don't know is
I'm just gonna be real. If we had
fans,
more than 1,000 viewers, we would have been yeeted a long time ago.
No, chicken. You see, our fans are just so technologically advanced that when you see one view, that's actually our fans having a proxy watching party with over 10,000 people a piece per view. So, chicken,
True.
we just try to keep our numbers down, kind of like the Star Wars sand people. Like they walk in single files to conceal their numbers. Son of a.
And by the way, shout out to our Rumble folks. There's 5 of you over on Rumble watching right now. Appreciate y'all. Love you.
Hey, Rumble
Wish we could
folks.
show their comments. Like I'm waiting for StreamYard to be able to sync up with Rumble comments. So like you can, but I guess Rumble's got to fix their comment section anyway, because I hear it doesn't work very well.
The problem is they don't get back to racism enough, says Bandit. No, I would say Ben's comment earlier got us right back there. I would say we arrived there. There was no issues there. Tyler, go fuck yourself. This is gonna be
awful. Ben, I'm gonna be thinking about that comment for several days.
Oh God. So we've got Justin going, just keep it just under the radar. Very true.
Yeah.
And Ghost Nation grows. Yes. But yeah, grow the farm up. Thanks for that. Go on. Ben goes, they literally don't care how bad it is on BitChute. Well, the reason they don't care is because even the mods don't watch on BitChute.
Yeah, I was like, I think we have a BitChute, but it doesn't work. Like, so when you stream, BitChute's supposed to automatically upload from our YouTube channel or whatever channel I link it to, and it's never worked. And the last time I tried to log in, it wouldn't let me in and wouldn't let me recover my account. Like, yeah. Here, I have all my shit saved. It says, yeah, my account doesn't exist apparently. So I gave up on BitChute a while ago.
But yeah, so we outlasted Fresh and Fit. I wonder how long till the What's Up podcast gets kicked off, because that's one of those like chicken, like pretty much any two men. You could just sit any two men in the What's Up podcast, and it's the same show every time. Like it's just a bunch of OnlyFans chicks. Like, why can't I just like have OnlyFans and sleep with 100 guys? And then why wouldn't Prince Charming want me? It's like,
it's kind of. So here's what's turning podcasts video versions of podcasts turning into reality TV junk shit, where nobody wants to watch like normies, like just normal people or people that actually have an opinion. They want to watch the rich, the crazy, and the outrageous, just like they did with, fucking name your reality TV show. That's what podcasts are turning into. People are wanting to go listen to some crazy fucking chick that can hardly speak English, and like, oh, she speaks English, but you can't understand her. Hold on. Let me find the fucking video I'm referring to. This bothered me. Hold on. Fill some time.
Well, the show is just ridiculous. So it's just like every guy's like, yeah, if you sleep with 100 dudes and don't respect yourself, no one's going to respect you. And they're just shocked. BitChute 17 views are like 10,000 on YouTube. That is true. That's the problem when people say go somewhere else than YouTube. YouTube and all these major platforms are kind of like the public square now. And it sounds like the next Tom Cruise movie, Ghost Nation.
So there's this like, I just fucking caught this today, and I hardly understood didn't understand a fucking thing this chick said. But she was bitching. She has an OnlyFans page, and somebody was like, if you Google her, which she called it goggle, I goggle myself. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? But anyway, she's all mad because all of her videos got posted and all of her pictures got posted. And she's like, I'm gonna sue you all. But like, hardly anything that she said I could fucking
Oh, you
understand.
talking about that Pinky lady, whatever her like
yeah,
the lady who's like ice cream, yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
The
yeah,
NPC,
that bitch.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I saw on Twitter she's freaking out, like, and like I didn't know what it was about at first. She's like, y'all posted my pictures? What the fuck? And like, I'm gonna sue you all. I'm gonna get all the money. And it turns out
Right.
she had OnlyFans pictures that got leaked onto Google. And I'm like, yes, just like every OnlyFans model that has ever existed
Eventually,
in all human history.
when people want to see titties, they find them.
It's a strange
It's pretty
thing.
simple.
And so like it was kind of shocking to watch. Like I wish she had started filming a minute and a half earlier when you could watch her literally in real time see, like, come to the realization as to how the internet works.
Oh, hey guys. Also, this was breaking news today too.
Uh-oh.
They found Kid Rock last night
Up and
at
down
one
your
of his
block?
shows. No. He was at one of his shows last night drinking a Bud Light.
Ah, we've lost.
No. Phil, stop. Phil, no. Like my immediate response, I was like, well, yeah, I always knew he was gay. It's not a win. You can have Kid Rock, guys. Like, Kid Rock's lame as fuck. Shit, I'm illegally recording. Anyway,
like,
yeah.
Lesto, if you
Kid
call
Rock-
OnlyFans
Kid
girls
Rock went back to
models,
the
I'll
dark
make you
side.
drink 5 shots. Ditto,
Oh, God.
Alesto. So, okay, apparently I'm like, am I supposed to do like the 1950s Brooklyn? The OnlyFans whoas, these fucking whoas. Is that how I'm supposed to, like, look at these fucking whoas, these broads and these whoas. Like, all right, that's how we're doing it now. All right.
I finally found this.
Here on the
If you guys
big
haven't
fucking
seen this
empire.
Twitter video, I finally found it. I'm gonna pull up.
It's old news, let me tell you.
Oh my God. She's already fucking wiling out. Hold on. I gotta back this up. And it's a Twitter video, so it's probably gonna fuck up as soon as I start to play it on here. Present, share screen. All right, here she goes. Oh no, I want with audio. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if it works.
50,
Dear
50.
God, this lady, she's something else. Oh, sorry, Justin. All right.
So I went to Google. I put Pinky Doll naked, and I click on pictures. And what I see, there's a lot of page. You keep swiping and swiping and swiping. It don't stop. And I see all this website. How dare you? You're going to let other people put my face, my body
How
out here.
dare you?
Stop like that. How dare you? We start asking an ID. Where's the ID terms? Tell me that. What's up? I'm gonna tell you something today. I'm gonna sue all of you. All of you are gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you. Y'all wanna play with me? You allow other people post Pinky Doll? Really? Because you know you're about to get paid? Well, guess what? I'm about to get all that money. All that money.
So I imagine, like, when I see videos like this, I imagine myself being on the receiving end. And my response would be, what?
Yeah, like when okay, chicken, imagine
What?
the first time I saw that on Twitter, because I was scrolling and somebody that I talk with online had a post about it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Now, keep in mind, I had no context for what this was, and then I start hearing this incoherent I goggle.
Yeah, I was
like what?
Would you goggle? Like, what are you goggling? You gargling? Like, are you doing mouthwash?
And like at first I didn't even know this was the like ice cream, yes lady. And then like it all came together when I read some of the comments, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't read the comments. I just commented and said, what the fuck did she just say? That was it. I just
Jordan,
on.
Girl the Farm Up goes, Jordan Peterson 2015 morphs into Andrew Tate 2023. It's been a weird 8 years. Like, the thing is, like, Jordan Peterson is like, now let me tell you something, like, tits are glory, tits are life, tits are wonderful, tits are light, tits are life. Ass though,
Phil,
ass is darkness, ass is chaos, ass is filth. Yeah.
Phil, does Jordan Peterson not belong on Letterkenny?
He's like, yeah, he needs to be like the.
He needs to
right
be
now.
on
We
Letterkenny.
need to turn to the great wise Peterson. Oh, great wise Peterson.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you need to do, Bucko. This is how we
Fucking
overcome our own inequities. Yeah. So, and then you got Andrew Tate. Basically, he just got big by basically like, hey, look at my cigar. Did you know that bitches are horse? Like, did you know that bitches are horse? Chicken. I'm Andrew Tate. Did you know that bitches are horse? Were you aware of this? You're part of the Matrix.
I don't
Fuck
know.
you. You're part of the Matrix.
Yeah.
I will not be stopped. Like, yeah, that was pretty much the whole gimmick. And it, like, I gotta give him credit. He took it as far as he could. But unfortunately, when you live that much of a Dexter double life, that one always eventually catches. Like what? Like Andrew Tate just gonna do a little bit of sex trafficking on the side and such. What? What's the big deal? Why is everybody making such a big deal? And then he decided to attack the Uniparty and then the New World Order when he went after Greta Thunberg, which that's what everybody learned. Don't even send a tweet her way. Let's see, Ben, do you think the one glove for OJ shot would fit MJ's? Probably most definitely.
No, but it would fit Tony's hand.
Well, here's the thing. OJ quit taking his anti-inflammatory drugs 2 weeks before that. But the reason I think the glove didn't actually fit is this is a conspiracy theory I've heard many times, but give me just a few seconds to unpack it here. There's some people that believe that it wasn't OJ that actually killed Nicole, but it was OJ's son who had a history of knife violence and was also vocal about the fact that he didn't like Nicole. OJ got the hint. He got word that his son might be going to hurt Nicole. No, this is all conjecture. And he went over there to try and stop it. He obviously wasn't able to. The other kid had a knife, possibly slashed his father, and that's the reason why OJ's blood was at the scene. And the reason he did the Bronco chase was to give his son time to hide the evidence. That's one theory, is that because there's some shit like he knows more than he's presenting. We all, like, anybody with 2 eyes, 2 ears, and an ability to read above a 3rd grade level can tell he's got some serious shit he's hiding here. Now, I'm still of the opinion he probably did it, but that is a conspiracy theory that has been levied around. Now, between you and me, go and watch OJ's interview he did with the LAPD. He just thought, I'm just going to walk in, talk this over with the LAPD, and just get this all figured out. And when you get done watching that interview, after 20 minutes of watching that, you're like, oh, yeah, the juice did that shit. Holy fuck. He murdered the fuck out of those people. And somehow Johnny Cochran and Robert Kardashian got that fucking suppressed. Like, I have no idea how they were able to do it, but they did. Let's see. Don't you dare slander the great Kermit T. Frog here. Grow the Farm. Wayne JP kicking it with Darian Katie. Oh, wow. Gee, I wonder where OJ's son picked up knife violence. Got a point there. Let's see. Alesto, they found the knife years later. It had DNA on it, but not blood. Interesting. Let's see. Justin goes, Phil, you want to do a shot together? You know what? I got some knob 12 right here. So if you want to come on down the podcast of Yankery, get on camera and let's do it. But yeah, hey, all right. Justin, raise your shot. Folks, to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, by God, I hope it's with me. I'm curious, everyone within the sound of my voice, until Chicken gets back. Yes, Yank returns. The return. And Yank, producer Yank, is going to be helping me out here, folks. During Harvest that's upcoming here, he's going to get some KOE content going for you while I'm on my way home, getting showered off, and then I can come on here and do all the great things with you. Wes trying to see where Tony is, BRB. Tony is nowhere to be found. He is MIA. You won't find him. He's going MIA. T's not coming on. He's a MIA. Not podcasting. He's gone MIA for you. Yes, folks, we're not going to get any Tony G tonight. Grow the Farm Up. So as KOE campaign applied for Secret Service protection yet? Well, they're a little busy trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing with Trump and the war they're about to go under. So, and to be frank, yeah, I don't really need the New World Order fucking guard me day to day. I'd have to sleep with one eye open. I'll wait until the day I actually assume, when I am elected in next November, and they walk in and goes, all right, we're head of your security. Like, I guess. Grow the Farm Up. I hear KOE's polling 97% on Big Buck and Empire. And, I have a hard time believing it's that low, but, there might be a holdout or two. But no, it's, everybody knows, KOE, it's the way to be. Now, my campaign manager, Tony G, we found out all I need to do is fill out an FEC form, one, and $1,000 gets my name on the ballot in New Hampshire. And I still have until 2024 to do that. So, so there is a non-zero chance that my name actually appears on a presidential ballot for this campaign season. Grow the Farm Up. So just so you know, I'm sure I'm never going to mention that when we're just kind of bullshitting on the farm. Like, oh yeah, and by the way, wait, you're talking to former presidential candidate Phil KO. You hear that? Bennett, he heard y'all talking OJ and was like, fuck that. Yep. Chicken's like, nope, I'm out. Justin, yank up Secret Service working on a bid. Nice. Grow the Farm Up. 3% poll error. That's true. It's only 97 because Chicken refuses to vote. It's so true. It's so unfortunate. Chicken just refuses to vote.
I gotta pop this up. So since Tony's not responding or showing up, apparently I'm right on the argument.
Oh,
he's
Chicken,
not here. He's not here to defend his position, so he must have just conceded.
We are here at this moment. You've brought it up a couple of times. So I'm going to ask you, because I didn't read the whole thing, okay? Because it was literally a day and a half of arguing. It was like, no, I shit you not. I put my phone down and just leave it alone for like an hour and a half. I come back, 137 missed fucking messages. Okay, like it was insane. And then I put it down, another 50. So you guys were just going off. So Chicken, I'm going to ask you to first state what was your objection, and then I want you to steelman, not straw man, but steelman Tony's position. Can you do this, sir?
What I can do it better than Tony did.
Ouch. Let's hear it. First start with what was the objection that was, as Arn Anderson would say, the cause of all this.
So let me pull up the actual lyrics of the song that caused me to, like, when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure if we're all on the same page here, because we're trying to interpret, what this guy is actually saying. Here, let me try to zoom in on it. So here,
I've got the lyrics.
I got it on screen here. I got it on screen. So he says, Lord, yeah, no, hold on. I'm reading here. Lord, you have to sing it, fucker. God damn it, Phil. Lord, we got folks in the street and got nothing to eat, and the obese milk and welfare. Okay. Well, God, if you're 5 foot
foot. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you good? Are you good?
Okay.
Calm down, buddy.
Oh, but it's
All
song
right.
lyrics to sing.
All right. So it's like two lines right here that are just like right next to each other. Lord, we got folks in the street and got nothing to eat, and the obese milk and welfare. So that's the original thing that I was like, hey, like this is contradictory. Like, what do you want? You got people in the street with nothing to eat, and then you're gonna bitch about welfare queens. Like, okay, like are you Ted Cruz or are you like okay with like social systems to take care of
I can
like
see what
homeless
the
people?
argument is, where it's like you've got people that literally have nothing to eat, but on the other hand, you also have people that are clearly consuming more from the system than they should. Like so I can see that like outwardly from their outward appearance, you can see that they're doing it, and then they're you so now like I'm never one of those like pull yourself up by your bootstraps type. Like I've never done that, but like I understand
Tony's argument was all this is my opinion, of course, and I'll let him defend himself on it. But he was like doing the extremes on the milk and welfare thing. He went Ted Cruz on it. He went fucking hard in the paint of like, oh, God damn it. I seen every goddamn person with the DBT card fucking, and then they go buy booze with the cash that they do. Like, that's not like everybody. Like, God damn it. Like, I don't like welfare. I don't like government programs. I want to shut them all down. But if they're fucking here, like, I'm going to treat it fairly, like, and look at this objectively. And that's not the majority of people. Now, it might be the majority in the people that he sees. Okay. So maybe it feels objective to him. But man, I've moved around this country a lot and I've worked at a lot of goddamn retail establishments, and that's not what I see. And I feel like my opinions might be a little bit more
chicken did not
might be a little bit more concrete.
To not like go too deep into my personal life. I have known a single mom or two.
Yeah, exactly. And most of them are just trying to get by. I get it.
The WIC program is like the one government program that I've seen that like, is there abuse to some level? Yes, but it's the one that seems to, at least for the most part, actually achieve something of what it was set out to do. And so, because like, it's like this guy's talking about like, well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bag of fudge rounds. Like that's something that like there's a little bit of that in the WIC program, but not like that's not the majority of what you're pulling. It's
so if I was going to steal, man, what Tony's position should have been, it would have been taking the lines and extending them to these that you just went through, and then the young men putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. So what this tells me is if I were to back up to the prior lyrics and he's talking about the homeless and people with no food, where is it here? Yeah, it was right. Damn it, this fucking website sucks. Lord, we got folks in the street, got nothing to eat. Now, if he was going to be talking like veterans specifically, now I'd be mind reading at this point. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. But if I were going to steal, man, he's talking veterans. And then we give welfare checks to people that, you know, haven't really served the country. And then talk about these fat asses and the fudge rounds. And then those veterans killing themselves because the country keeps kicking them down. That's how I would steel man this, because then it would make sense to me. But I don't know if that's what he meant. Now, to me, just those lines kind of seem contradictory of like, hey, you can't bitch about people in the street with nothing to eat and then bitch about welfare at the same time. Like, I get welfare is not perfect, but like it's here and it's how you try to combat people in the street with nothing to eat. So it's like, you know, shit or get off the pot, like pick one. Like you can't say both of those. But if you were to add those lines, and then tell that
I
story.
think it's not a contradiction, but I understand your argument, but I don't think he's made a contradiction because he's saying on one hand you have people
Well, he's
that
not
are
clarifying.
wasting what's being well, it's a song. Make your own then. If you like see how close it is to perfect. Like whenever people complain about like it's like okay, make your own then. See how close it is to perfect.
Well, and so what this did is it sparked a huge debate on now. My position was you shouldn't have government. Hold up. Tony said you picked those lines out without adding those. Like I did.
Bandit was in this discussion as well.
He was. No, that's if I were to steal man Tony's, I would have done that. He did not make that point. He kept talking about fudge rounds and fucking and making extreme cases. He did not add the veteran thought process to it. And you know that, Bandit. He never brought that point.
Tony, you better get here soon. Otherwise, Chicken's just gonna do the fill and just like
plant my fucking flag
and just like I fucking won this shit. Like, oh, it's gonna be now.
However, like I caught a lot of shit from Bandit and Tony on this, and Bandit. I don't know. I was like, Bandit, maybe you were drinking that night because I don't think you read half of what I said or listened to half of what I said because you were attacking me on shit. I was like, dude, that's exactly what I was making a point on. But anyway, like it was a good fervent like fight and debate in our little chat group. That said, I do really like the song. And like fuck you guys. I was like, I was just shocked on how attacked I got. And holy fuck, the ad homs that I fucking got out of Tony. Holy shit. Like I expected out of Phil, but not Tony. Usually Tony's pretty rooted in argument and doesn't try to like attack and call names and shit like that. I leave that to Phil. Phil will mix words and misconstruction.
Whoa, you no good rotten son of a bitch. I don't ever name call you no good piece of shit who don't know shit from apple butter. What are you talking about? I don't name call you low down, no good scum beneath my toes. Like, oh. But no, like I generally don't do that. What are you talking about, Chicken? I usually wait for somebody to throw out the first insult, and then it's.
I just admitted that. I just admitted that I was focusing on those lines exclusively, and nobody else was.
Girl,
you couldn't steal. Here's the deal: Tony couldn't steel man my argument on just those two lines. That was the problem.
Girl, the farmer goes, this song's a little too perfect. Even my dad is sending it to me. I said to myself, I need to write a bad country song about fudge rounds. Fudge rounds ending society.
Next week on the Dog and Chicken Show, ChatGPT and Phil team up for fudge rounds,
destroying the country. Like, yeah, we could go there. Bandit, we both have some of the corrections I didn't make because it was a good time. Now
it was a good time until I had to go to bed and you motherfuckers wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, fuck it. I had to put you guys on mute. And then I still responded like 6 times. And then I got up at 5:30 in the fucking morning and started chewing your guys' ass again because I was still fucking bitching about it.
God almighty. We were talking the whole idea, not just the 2 lines, like which.
But you couldn't steal, man, my 2 lines.
Well, to me, I would just say I don't agree with your analysis of the 2 lines. I understand it. I just don't agree with it.
It just off the cuff. That's how it started. I was like, when I first heard it, I heard those 2 lines back to back, and I just went, huh? Like, really? Like, you're gonna do that? You're gonna bitch about homeless people and then welfare? Like that was and that's all I said. And then, holy fuck. God damn.
Well, to me, it's the idea that we're not helping the people we ought to help, and we're giving too much help to the people who are wasting it. Like that's how like I would interpret it, and I think that's how a lot of people would interpret it. So let's see, Grow the Farmer. Let me get this show back on track for a second. Destiny is a cuck.
Yeah, Destiny is a cuck.
Thanks for bringing. Sometimes Chicken when the fights
too.
When the fights break out, sometimes we just need Grow the Farm Up to bring us those unifying messages that just truly remind us of the brotherhood of man, and just remind us of the oneness of us all. Yes, Destiny is a cuck.
I totally missed it. What's up, Cameron?
Hey, Kevin. It's my favorite fan. Okay, it's KOE's #1 fan, Kevin West.
It's your second favorite Ginger because apparently you love this new song.
Oh, it's a great song. I love this song. I don't know how you couldn't. Like, it's literally the anthem of all of the people that this new world order, this new left, this woke ideology, what have you, in any way you want to look at it, it's all the people the left are going to leave behind. And it's their anthem.
Yeah, I hate calling any song an anthem, but it has turned into that. Whether I like to think it or not, like, you're right, because it's got such traction. Holy
Richmond
fuck,
North,
it's blown
like
up.
the YouTube video I checked has 22 million views.
Yeah. Like my sister's kind of a boomer, all right? And she's usually like 2 weeks behind. Like, Phil, I give you shit sometimes because you're like a day behind on the news because you're farming, and you'll like send a story that we talked about yesterday, and I'll make fun of you for it. Actually, that's not that bad in boomer years, because like my sister will send me a story that we talked about on this show like 3 weeks ago and be all upset about something and be like, hey sis, we talked about that like 3 weeks ago. Like, hey, but like when that song came out, and it was Bandit that actually sent it to us, I'd sent it to my sister because I knew she would love it. And she knew about it before I sent it to her. And she's like, oh, fuck yeah, this song's fucking awesome. I was listening to it yesterday. I was like, shit. So like it had a different cultural phenomenon, like with it, like how it spread so goddamn fast. What I found, it was really, really interesting. So this dude had a.
Are you saying that would be a right-wing culture, Chicken?
Well, I don't know, because like this
culture.
All right, I see what you did there. Anyway, this dude had that song. He had performed it separately on his own YouTube channel, and then he signed a deal with this other YouTube channel / fucking record label. This record label had only put out like 8 videos, and none of them had ever done more than like 10,000 views until this one. And it blew up. And then immediately the next day they did another one. So it was kind of suspicious. I kind of wonder if somebody didn't help promote it on Twitter and start pushing it, because that's kind of where it started to blow up, and then it spread like wildfire. Whatever the reason, I'm glad we have it in our lives, but I thought it was a little sus. No cap. I'm going to use all the kid terms. I don't know if I'm using them correctly.
No cap. Well, Chicken, you know, we've talked about the rich men north of Richmond. We've talked about those poor folks in Hawaii, far, far west of Richmond. We've talked about that very, very brave man that's fighting for all of us down in Mar-a-Lago, south of Richmond. We've pretty much covered all of it. But Chicken, this is the point where I must say to all of you beautiful people out there, all that being said, thank you for joining us here at the Big Buckin' Empire, episode 194, Kangaroo Court. Yes, folks, I hope all of you make it back here to the Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Here is the StreamYard link to join us in the post show, folks. I might have a review or two. We're going to get into some very fun stuff in the post show. I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Of course, I am your King of Extreme, Phil, KOE, the man of the hour, the man of the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can, of course, find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, and now, folks, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, soon to be Rumble as well. Folks, God bless every last one of you. I hope all of you make it back here. Chicken, thank you for having me on this evening. Good sir, take it away.
Phil, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for obviously filling in for Tony. You know, he was too scared to defend his positions tonight, but that's okay. I still love him. We'll have him on next week. He can come back with his tail between his legs.
So
It'll be fun.
generous of you.
How dare you?
Damn right.
Well
Good timing on that one. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. As always, see you in the post show. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.